Hello, I'm Jalen Coley, and I graduated. Yeah, and it all happened so fast to a point where I begin to worry about myself. Like, wow, how do I even feel that everyone showed up to my graduation? Some people didn't make it, some people, they couldn't show up, and you know or there's a reason why they couldn't make it, but they still said congratulations, you know, and that's just the only thing that matters, hearing back from other people telling you, congratulations, and welcoming you into like the real world now. And it all didn't make sense to me because I was like, I did a lot of I did a lot of childish things, and it didn't hit me when the reality suddenly just shifted. It's like, whoa, I got the connection that life is not even about life. It's about how many opportunities you can make happen in one day. How many how many times will people show you that there is a way to succeed in life without feeling like you really didn't accomplish anything, It all happened so fast. Too fast, man. And I just want to congratulate myself, like, oh, I made it. Huh. But the thing is, this has been really on me for so long, and graduating, it's a really, really good feeling. Like, it's almost like just a pain was just lifted off of you. Like it was like a curse, Curse has been lifted, and you feel just spiritually okay. Like, now you can do whatever you have to do in the 24 hours of that day. Now you don't have to wake up at like, you know, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. For the ladies, I know y'all wake up probably at 5 o'clock, in the bathroom doing your hair, all of that good stuff, and nurturing yourself, taking care of you. But yeah, like, all of that to say, like, to do it again is not even a surprise to me, because you have to work, and school was just like the demo version, because it's a version, and it's a tutorial to help you move on to the next phase, which is almost like a video game. Now, growing up, I've always thought you had 3 lives. I misinterpreted that. There's 3 steps. Go to school, go back to school, then that's if you want to. I'm sorry. Number 2, that's if you want to go back to school. Go to trade school. Number 2 is this part. Number 2, this is the most important decision of your life, because this is the part where you have to make a decision where you want to go. So when 3 comes around, you can look back at number 2 and be like, I'm glad I made this choice, because if I didn't make this choice, then where would I be right now? It's the most important decision, because you have 3 lives in a video game, and the more opportunities you pass, the more you lose lives, and it's game over at that point, because you'll truly understand when it's game over, when all of the opportunities were thrown at you at every given moment and you didn't take it. So, number 2 is the really most important thing to do, because it helps you go through whatever you need to go through in that second phase. So at 3, you can truly feel at peace and not be so, overwhelmed by where you are, where you were from stage 2. It's lies to this, it's a game to this, but it's real life. So of course not everything is going to go the way you want it to. And I understand that everything I do is going to be out of love, character, and it's going to be out of who I am. But, I'm an adult now, so I have to do something so I can make my parents proud. I have to be greater than my parents because they want me to just be the best person I can be coming from myself. But, I've done a lot of things to where in life I was just like, do I really love myself? And it's like, it's not normal to me, so I just try to stay away from that and try to look at the more brighter days. But other than that, time has just passed so fast. I just can't even come up with words to tell you guys how it felt graduating from high school as a senior. I'm gonna miss the tennis team, man. We made it to state so many times. We had a ball. We went up against some good schools, man. Good days, man. Probably not gonna ever experience that feeling again until I get into college. But that's after my first year, so it's gonna be a while. But other than that, y'all, I'm still interested in playing tennis at a university or college, HBCU, etc. Doesn't matter. I want to play a sport so I can feel ease inside of my soul, my spirit, because I know I'm gonna be so caught up in the work schedule, college work, and and I have to be ready for it. And every time they assign new work, I gotta just focus on trying to eliminate the tasks so I can have fun later when I'm on the tennis team 2 years or a year and a half from, my first year of college. So it's all going to be fun. But like I said in other videos, what you're seeing, y'all probably not going to see this again. Especially months from now, y'all probably not going to see me in this. I'm not going to lie. I got to go. We're all going our separate ways, We're all going to go different directions, different paths, different routes, different trajectories, and different places, But that's the thing about life. Your friends are just not gonna be there anymore, and you just you realize that it's real. But that does not mean you just throw yourself under the bus. You don't hurt yourself and be like, dang, this is really how it is. This is really how it feels. The most important part of this is to just not be so overwhelmed by the stress and how heavy the world is going to weigh on you after high school is when usually it's like, okay, I got to do something. Just that sentence alone, I gotta do something, is just already overwhelming as it is in your mind, because you're already thinking, what am I gonna do next? Because like I said before, the second decision is your most important decision, because that's gonna be the mark that you make. That is okay, this is the initiation that I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, whatever you're gonna do. So when you go to 3, you can feel like I can do this forever. This can be my main job. I can do this, but I have to get here first. Do, I have to complete this task so I can do this. And it could just be little baby steps. It's like climbing a mountain, so it's all just to like, simple tasks, and I know I may not be so excited and hey, and happy and everything, but this is just a reminder to tell you that it all happens so fast, and I will be forever thankful for the friends that I've made in high school that I'm probably never going to talk to again. But we'll always have that connection if they, I did get some of my friends' number. Of course I did. I had to. But I didn't get everyone's phone number now. So most of the people I'm probably never going to see again. Most people I may, run past them in the street, and be like, yo, what's up? But I'm not going to be like, I'm probably going to look at it and be like, hey, did I see you before? I think I've seen you before. So, it's amazing, with these interactions with people, years from now, from high school, that you're not gonna see anymore, and it's sad, man. But at the same time, it's a relief. It's a feeling that's just lifted off your shoulder, man. Just you feel like you actually accomplished something in life when you graduate, so just a reminder. But that goes for anything. You could graduate from Army, service, whether it's college, high school, or any program that has a graduation system, and you graduate from there, congratulate yourself because you completed that. You completed that. You did everything that you were supposed to do. Got up every day and you did it. You did it. So just congratulate yourself for completing, whatever it is you completed when you graduate. Okay? Because some people graduate and, they just, they'll be like, not even having a clue that what they're gonna do. But some of those people are just, they don't know that like they really did something, and they really accomplished something huge in their life, but they're just like, yeah, no, I graduated. So 13 minutes. Look, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. It's been a long day. I just got back from work, so very, very happy to be graduated, man. Very happy. And me, my fault, y'all. It's been a long time since I actually made a video, but here it is, y'all. This right here, this is it. We doing this, and it's your boy Trey Good, man. Y'all already know. Graduated. It's finally over, y'all. I made it. My friends made it. People beyond miles away, miles and miles away, they made it too, and I'm happy for everybody, but especially for myself, because I know it was a struggle. They know it was a struggle. Of course, we all struggle, but we all bounce back on our toes because we know that we can be great inside, and that is all I want you guys to be, because I am Jay, and Jay is great. All right, I'll see y'all later. Trey Good. Cheer.